Imagine waking up every morning with a heavy weight pressing on your chest, not because of health issues, but because of debt. Credit card bills, car payments, maybe even student loans. It feels like you're stuck in a never-ending cycle. But what if I told you there are debt payoff strategies that actually work? Not complicated theories, not quick fixes that leave you worse off. Real, practical steps that thousands of people have used to break free. And today, I'm going to share them with you. Number 1. Face the numbers head on. The first step in paying off debt is knowing exactly how much you owe. Most people avoid this because it feels scary, but you can't fix what you don't measure. Write down every debt you have. Include the balance, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment. For example, imagine you have 3 debts. A credit card with $5,000 at 20% interest, a car loan with $10,000 at 6% interest, and student loans with $15,000 at 5% interest. When you see it all on paper, it feels real, but it also gives you clarity. You now know the battlefield before you start the fight. Number 2, build a starter emergency fund. One of the biggest mistakes people make is throwing every dollar at debt without any safety net. Then, when life throws a curveball, like a flat tire or a broken fridge, they use credit again. That pushes them back into the cycle. The solution is to set aside at least $500 to $1,000 in a small emergency fund. Think of it as a shield. It protects you from adding new debt while you work on the old. For example, if your car suddenly needs a $300 repair, you can pay it from your emergency stash instead of swiping a credit card. Number 3, choose your strategy, snowball or avalanche. Now comes the exciting part. There are 2 proven strategies, the snowball method and the avalanche method. The snowball method means paying off the smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. This gives you quick wins and momentum. For example, if you have a $1,000 credit card, a $5,000 car loan, and a $15,000 student loan, you'd attack the $1,000 card first. Once it's gone, you feel amazing. That energy pushes you to tackle the next. The avalanche method, on the other hand, focuses on interest rates. You pay off the highest interest first, because that's the most expensive debt. For example, if your credit card is 20% interest, you'd go after that before the 6% car loan. This saves you the most money long term. Which should you pick? If you need motivation, start with snowball. If you're disciplined and want to save the most money, avalanche may be better. Both work. What matters is that you pick one and stick with it. Number 4, make minimums everywhere, attack one. A common mistake is trying to pay a little extra on all debts. That spreads your money too thin. Instead, make minimum payments on everything except the one debt you're targeting. Then throw every spare dollar at that single debt. For example, if you have $500 extra per month, don't split it across all loans. Put it all on the one you're attacking. This laser focus makes debts disappear much faster. Number 5, cut spending ruthlessly. Every dollar matters. Think of your money like soldiers. The more you send to fight your debt, the faster you win the battle. That means cutting unnecessary spending. Do you really need 5 streaming services? Could you pack lunch instead of eating out? Could you downgrade your phone plan? Even saving $200 per month could wipe out $2,400 of debt in a year. One couple I coached cut out restaurant spending completely for 6 months. They saved $4,000 and used it to eliminate a high-interest credit card. That card was costing them $100 per month in interest. Now, that money goes toward their future. Number 6, boost your income. Cutting expenses is powerful, but sometimes you also need to bring in more money. Think of this as turning on another faucet of cash. Could you pick up overtime at work? Start a weekend side hustle like delivering groceries or freelancing online. Even making an extra $300 per month means $3,600 per year toward your debt. One of my clients sold and used items in their garage and made $1,200 in just 1 month. That alone knocked out one of their smaller debts and gave them a huge confidence boost. Number 7, use found money wisely. Tax refunds, bonuses, or birthday cash often get spent without thought. But if you're serious about debt freedom, use those windfalls as fuel. For example, a $2,000 tax refund could feel like a vacation waiting to happen. But if you throw it at a credit card, You might save yourself $400 in interest that year. Think of it as buying peace of mind instead of buying more stuff. Number 8. Negotiate interest rates. Most people don't realize they can call lenders and ask for a lower interest rate. Credit card companies especially may agree if you've been a loyal customer. Imagine you have a $5,000 balance at 20%. If you negotiate it down to 15%, you could save hundreds of dollars in interest each year. It takes a 10-minute phone call, but the payoff is huge. Number 9. Stop adding new debt. This sounds obvious, but it's where many people slip up. You can't dig out of a hole if you keep shoveling dirt back in. That means stop using credit cards while you're paying them off. Use debit or cash. If you're tempted, put your credit cards in a drawer or even freeze them in a block of ice. Yes, people actually do this. Out of sight, out of mind. Number 10. Track your progress and celebrate wins. Paying off debt takes time. If you don't track progress, it can feel endless. Create a chart, a thermometer, or even a spreadsheet where you color in your debt as it shrinks. For example, every time you pay off $500, fill in a section of your chart. It's visual proof that you're moving forward. And when you pay off a debt completely, celebrate in a small, budget-friendly way. Maybe a home-cooked steak dinner or a fun day trip. Celebrate progress, not just the finish line. Number 11. Get support. Debt can feel isolating, but you don't have to fight it alone. Share your goal with a trusted friend, partner, or even join an online debt-free community. For example, many people join Facebook groups where members post their victories. Seeing someone else pay off $10,000 in a year is inspiring. It reminds you that if they can do it, so can you. Number 12. Consider debt consolidation carefully. Some people ask, should I consolidate my debt? Debt consolidation means combining multiple debts into one, often at a lower interest rate. This can help if you're drowning in high-interest cards. For example, rolling 3 cards at 20% into one loan at 10% can save money. But be careful. If you don't change spending habits, you'll just rack up new credit card balances while also having the loan. That leaves you worse off. Use consolidation only if you're disciplined. Number 13. Stay patient and persistent. Here's the truth. Debt payoff isn't an overnight process. Depending on how much you owe, it may take months or years. But every month, you're getting closer. Think of it like climbing a mountain. The higher you go, the better the view. Eventually, you'll stand at the top, completely debt-free. Imagine how it will feel to check your statements and see zero balances. That's worth the effort. Number 14. Automate your payments. One of the easiest ways to stay consistent with debt payoff is to set up automatic payments. When payments are automatic, you never risk forgetting and getting hit with late fees. For example, if your credit card minimum is $150, schedule it to pull automatically on payday. Then, if you're putting an extra $200 toward that card, automate that too. Consistency is key. Number 15. Use the debt snowflake method. Snowflakes may seem small, but when they pile up, they create a storm. The debt snowflake method means sending little extra payments whenever you can. Got $10 from selling an old book? Send it to your debt. Found $20 you saved by skipping fast food? Send it to your debt. It might feel small, but imagine doing this 5 times a week. That's $100 per week for $100 per month and nearly $5,000 a year. Small snowflakes create a big avalanche. Number 16. Create a bare-bones budget. If you're serious about fast results, strip your budget down to the basics. This means covering only essentials like rent, utilities, food, and transportation, and cutting everything else temporarily. One family I worked with went bare bones for 6 months. No vacations, no eating out, no extras. They paid off $12,000 in that time. Yes, it felt tough, but the freedom they earned was priceless. Number 17. Consider a balance transfer. Some credit cards offer 0% introductory rates on balance transfers for a limited time, usually 12 to 18 months. If you qualify, moving a $5,000 balance from a 20% interest card to a 0% offer could save you around $1,000 in interest in a year. But remember, this only works if you pay it off before the promo ends and don't add new charges to the card. Number 18. Try the cash envelope system. Overspending is easy with plastic. The envelope system forces discipline by giving yourself cash for specific categories. For example, if your grocery budget is $400 per month, take out that cash and put it in an envelope labeled groceries. When the envelope is empty, you stop spending. This prevents debt from sneaking back into your life. Number 19. Gamify the process. Paying off debt doesn't have to feel like punishment. Turn it into a game. Set challenges like no spend weekend or save an extra $100 this month. Track your score and reward yourself with free or low-cost treats when you win. One person I know made a chart that looked like a video game progress bar. Every $500 paid down filled in another level. It made the process fun, not just stressful. Number 20. Visualize your debt-free future. Your mindset matters as much as your math. Spend a few minutes each day imagining life without debt. Picture what it feels like to get your paycheck and not see it vanish into bills. Imagine the relief of not worrying about late fees or collection calls. Visualization keeps you motivated when progress feels slow. Number 21. Apply the extra paycheck trick. If you're paid every 2 weeks, you get 26 paychecks per year. That means 2 months will give you 3 paychecks instead of 2. If you normally budget using only 2, use the extra paycheck entirely for debt payoff. For many people, this can mean an additional $2,000 or more toward debt in a single year. Number 22. Challenge your fixed expenses. People often assume their big bills are untouchable, but they're not. Call your internet provider, insurance company, or phone carrier and ask for a better deal. For example, one man lowered his car insurance by $60 per month just by shopping around. That's $720 a year he redirected toward debt. Number 23. Track interest saved, not just debt paid. Sometimes, progress feels invisible when balances drop slowly. Instead of only watching the balance, track how much interest you've avoided. For example, paying off a $2,000 credit card early could save you $500 in interest. That's like putting $500 back in your pocket. Keeping an eye on interest savings makes the journey feel rewarding. Imagine this. A year from now, you could either be in the same place, or you could be thousands of dollars lighter in debt. The difference depends on the choices you make starting today. Will you keep carrying that heavy weight? Or will you take the steps to finally break free? What's the first debt you would tackle with these strategies?